regular monthly board meeting of the Ambridge Area School District Board of Directors on Wednesday, October 19th, 2022 is now called to order. Can everybody please rise for the flag salute? I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This meeting is being recorded for district purposes. It is or may be published in part or in its entirety on the district's website without the express permission of meeting participants. Can I have a roll call, please?
Mr. Carpenter?
Here.
Mr. Cephas?
Here.
Mrs. Fisher?
Here.
Ms. Fitzko?
Here.
Mr. Kieber?
Here.
Mrs. Kehoe?
Here.
Mrs. Smith?
Here.
Mr. Thacci?
Here.
Mrs. Ramasco?
Here.
All present.
Thank you. And the sunshine law, please?
The Board of School Directors held an executive session and will adjourn back into executive session on Wednesday, October 12th to discuss personnel matters, matters subject to attorney-client privilege and other confidentiality laws, and salary schedule and labor relations.
Thank you. Is there any correspondence this evening?
No correspondence.
Thank you. Can I have a motion to accept or correct the minutes of Wednesday, September 24th, 2022, meet and discuss voting and non-voting, and Wednesday, September 21st, 2022 board meeting?
So moved.
Can I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. And a motion to accept the treasurer's report dated August and September 2022.
So moved.
Can I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Are there any amendments to the agenda this evening?
Yes, Madam President. I have one under Personnel and Salary Schedule and Labor Relations. Bear with me as I bring it up, please.
No problem.
We will be adding number 10 this evening to the agenda. It'll read as such. It is recommended to approve a one-year extension of the current Act 93 members' administrative compensation plan, 2017 through 2022, subject to execution of a mutual acknowledgement. The extension will be utilized for the 2022-23 school year.
Okay, thank you. Was that a motion?
It is a motion.
Okay. Can I have a second?
Second.
Any board discussion?
This is an item that arose within 24 hours of the posting of the published agenda and therefore is appropriate under the sunshine law.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other board discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. All right, we are going to move on to recognition and presentation for this evening. So we are all going to come down to the front. If you could just give us a few seconds to get down there, that would be great.
All right, Jim. Get down there. Get down there, Jim.
We have to go down too?
Yeah, you have to go down.
But then you can
Yeah.
okay.
Thank you. All right, so thank you to all of our principals for making our schools a better place. Thank you for your hard work, tireless effort, and everyday enthusiasm. Your hard work does not go unnoted. You are true educational leaders who create a safe learning environment to help our students reach their full potential. We really appreciate all of this. So if you guys could come up here for some recognition, that would be great. Mrs. Hoover. Congratulations. Mr. Lamenza. Mr. Lamenza here? He's in his office working. Okay. Mrs. Zubsik? Thank you. Mr. McKelvey? Thank you. Thank you very much. Mrs. Glissis? Thank you. And Mr. Hurd is not in attendance either, so if you don't mind if you could take their picture real quick. Thank you. Mrs. Kiko, can you do the next recognition, please?
Okay, the principal, Janice Zubsik of Ambridge Area High School, announced today that Rudy J. Erickson has been named a commended student in the 2023 National Merit Scholarship Program. A letter of commendation from the school and the National Merit Scholarship Corporation, which conducts the program, will be presented by the principal for this scholastically talented senior. About 34,000 commended students throughout the nation are being recognized for their exceptional academic promise. Although they will not continue in 2023 competition for National Merit Scholarship Awards, commended students placed among the top 50,000 students who entered the 2023 competition by taking the 2021 preliminary SAT National Merit Scholarship qualifying test. Those being named commended students have demonstrated outstanding potential for academic success, commended a spokesman for NMSC. These students represent a valuable national resource, recognizing their accomplishments as well as the key role their schools play in their academic development. It is vital to the advancement of educational excellence in our nation. We hope that this recognition will help broaden their educational opportunities and encourage them as they continue their pursuit of academic success. Mr. Erickson. Come on up. First of all, congratulations. So you can go down one side or the other. Okay, next up, I'm going to read this first. Jocelyn Mamone, an Ambridge senior in the Business Information Systems program, is a recipient of the Linda Dickerson Scholarship in the amount of $1,000. This scholarship was designed by the Bender Leadership Academy in the memory of Linda Dickerson, a trailblazer in the disability community, to help students achieve their educational and career goals. The Bender Leadership Academy has been partnering with the Business Information Systems program for many years to provide student-teacher-led curriculum and associated industry certifications in International Computer Driver's License and Rise Up customer service, which are exclusive to the program. To achieve this scholarship, Jocelyn needed to be an active member of the Bender Leadership Academy, fill out an application, create a dynamic resume, and write a 500-word essay detailing the impact of attending the Bender Leadership Academy program on her future career goals. Winners were selected on the quality of their application and essay content provided. Scott Hammerstrom, Manager of Programs and Partnerships for Bender, sent Mrs. DiGiacomo an email and said, Jocelyn went from no interest in going to college to possibly going to school for data science. This would have never happened without Bender and the Business Information Systems program. He proceeded to say that she is very much interested in continuing with her Business Information Systems certifications and possibly being a student in the Bender Student Leadership class. Jocelyn. Okay. The Beaver County Career and Technology Center has been named the 2022 Energy and Advanced Manufacturing Industry Business of the Year. The CTC will be recognized on November the 3rd and in their annual report, which will be circulated online and in print. Mrs. Renee DiGiacomo from the Beaver County Career and Technology Center will be reading what will be printed out online for the public.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for having me here today. I'm very proud of my role as the Business Information Systems instructor at the Beaver County CTC. Our kids always do such a spectacular job there, and they have so many benefits and advantages, but we can't do our jobs without all of you guys. So I want to thank each and every one of you for your support. I want to thank Mrs. Kehoe, first of all. She's always in our school. She's always supporting her Ambridge students there. So thank you so very much, Mrs. Kehoe. They know her there. This was prepared for me to read, so I don't like to normally read things. The Beaver County Career and Technology Center has proudly been providing career and technical education across 17 programs to the 14 school districts of Beaver County for the past 45 years. Our graduates pursue future pathways that include military service, college and technical school training, apprenticeships, and direct workforce employment. We have been described as an economic engine for the Beaver County commerce. Our direct relationship with the business and manufacturing sector truly creates immeasurable opportunities for our students and staff. We enroll over 700 students that attend our school in half-day sessions while still attending their home school district, charter school, parochial school, or cyber education. Best of all, there is no cost to individual families. As the leading provider of secondary career and technical education in Beaver County, we place the highest priority in preparing our students with career and college opportunities and pathways that will serve them throughout their lifetime. Our programs have in place opportunities for the business, energy, and manufacturing sectors to engage our students with job shadowing, cooperative educational placements, facility and site tours, community-based service projects, and much more. Each of our programs has an occupational advisory committee that ensues that our programs meet industry standards in addition to PA Department of Education regulations. We encourage you to contact us about joining us as an OAC member. The Beaver County Career and Technology Center is honored to be a member of the Beaver County Chamber of Commerce. We are proud partners of the Chamber's Pathways to Career Education and Advanced Manufacturing event each year at CCBC, where Beaver County middle school students experience connections with many leading companies here in Western Pennsylvania. And we also have a couple things on the horizon. Actually, one is a construction relationship with CCBC with the construction trades, and they're working with my program now to have a connection with getting the kids closer to having their degrees in college. So the business information systems will be becoming a career pathway as well with academics. So we're real excited about our relationship with them. So thank you so very much for having me. Thank you, Mrs. Pietro.
Okay, we would like to congratulate the instructors and staff on their commitment to not only the Ambridge Area School District students, but all the Beaver County students as well, for their continued support in preparing our students for their future endeavors in the business and trades professions.
Next, I want to congratulate the boys soccer team. Congratulations to the boys soccer team for clinching a spot in the WPIAL playoffs. Last night, Anthony Powell scored a hat trick to put the Bridgers up 3-0 against Central Valley in a must-win game. JJ Sims also scored as the Bridgers won 4-2 to punch their ticket to the playoffs. The boys soccer team will play next on Saturday, October 22nd at 2 p.m. against Hampton at Hampton Field. Congratulations. Do you want to come forward? Coach, if you could come up. Do you want to introduce the boys and tell us a little bit about how your program's going?
Well, I'm gonna wait till Actually, this guy's head coach here. Pretty good. You're supposed to wait early. I think you're supposed to stay up. Good by Sean. I call them.
Hello. All right, so these are our guys. I'm not going to list everybody off. I want to say congrats to these guys. They've worked their butts off to get to the playoffs again. We moved up a classification this year. Last year we were in 2A. This year we were at 3A. It was a tall order, but they stepped up to the plate for us. We had a 10-6-1 overall record. We finished as the 3 seed in our section, and now we're going into the first round of the playoffs, and we're going to go kick some Talbot butt on Saturday. So congrats, guys.
Could we have the middle school cross-country team coaches come forward, please? Your whole team. Come on, guys. Come on. Good job. Congratulations to the middle school cross country on their second place finish in the Youth Town Class Middle School Invitational and for placing in the MAC meet. The members of the team are Jake Turco, Taven Wise, am I saying that correctly, Coach? Colin Meadows, Aiden Meadows, Emmett Olenek, Jackson Kozak, and Vincent Wagner. The team is coached by Logan Erickson and Denise Duncan.
I want to thank the board for giving us a chance to celebrate our season. A lot of people don't know about cross country, they just think it's running. We run in the mud and up and down the hills in bad weather and all kinds of terrain. So it's not an easy sport. These 6 boys did this most of the season with adding a Vincent with 5 only scored. And it was like a tale of David and Goliath when these boys stood at the line because they'd look at teams like West Allegheny and Moon would have 30 or 40 kids. And he said, it's not about quantity, it's about quality. And they are quality athletes and student athletes. I also want to take the time to congratulate all the academic winners as well as the athletic and the soccer team. You guys did a great job. I want to congratulate Logan Erickson, my parents that are out there, they've been great supporters of us. Also, I wanted to shout out to Mr. Ayers for all the great publicity he gave us, and to Mr. Hurd, who is getting all these extra trophies along the way. A couple of our boys along the way have got some extra trophies. Jake Turco is our only 7th grader on the team, and this year he finished 4th in the Youth Town Classic and 9th in the MAC. Also, Taven Wise finished 12th at the Youth Town Classic. So they received individual medals, and we've added 2 big trophies to our trophy case. I couldn't be prouder of all you guys. You guys have did a great job. You've shown what mental toughness and discipline and dedication are in and out of the classroom. And it's kudos to you, the staff, and all the faculty, and especially the parents. Please thank your parents because they're the ones that have to put up with you when you leave my practice. But I'm very proud of you. I hope you guys continue. You will always have the memories of cross country, and what you don't know is I've got our booster club to pay for a banner. You will have a banner in the middle school gym, so you will always remember this season. Congratulations, boys. This is their moment. They did all the hard work. I just read the word out.
Congratulations, everyone, and thank you for coming out this evening. At this time, district residents may come forward to comment on agenda items only. Each person must state their first and last name and address prior to speaking. Each resident will be allowed 3 minutes and can speak only once. This period for public comment prior to the standing committee reports will be limited to 1/2 hour. Although not required, board members desiring to address questions or concerns may do so after the residents' comments or questions or at the conclusion of the committee reports. There will still be an opportunity for residents to comment on any business relevant to the Ambridge Area School District under old and new business at the end of the meeting. Is there anybody who wishes to speak on any agenda items this evening? Okay. Under committee reports, Education and Technology, Mrs. Smith and Mr. Zacci.
Thank you, Madam President. I'll make a motion to accept items 1 through 5 this evening.
Are any of these new that have to be read?
No, not under education. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any board discussion? Okay, can I have a roll call, please?
Mr. Carpenter?
Yes.
Mr. Cephas?
Yes.
Mrs. Fisher?
Yes.
Ms. Fitzko?
Yes.
Mr. Keeber?
Yes.
Mrs. Kehoe?
Yes.
Mrs. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Zacci?
Yes.
Mrs. Ramasco?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Under Finance and Budget and Buildings and Grounds, Mr. Carpenter and Mr. Keeber.
Thank you. I'd like to move to approve 1 through 10.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Carpenter, would you mind reading number 10, I believe was an addition from last week?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Resurfacing of the high school baseball field. It's recommended to approve Dura Edge to resurface the high school baseball field at a cost of $17,063.75. The district will pay $12,000 towards this project through a sponsored donation. The Ambridge Baseball Booster Organization will pay the remainder of the resurfacing total cost as well as the cost to advertise the sponsored donor's name, Wilson Group, and logo at the field.
Thank you, Mr. Carpenter. Any board discussion about any items 1 through 10? Okay, seeing none, can I have a roll call, please?
Mr. Carpenter?
Yes.
Mr. Cephas?
Yes.
Mrs. Fisher?
Yes.
Ms. Fitzko?
Yes.
Mr. Keeber?
Yes.
Mrs. Kehoe?
Yes.
Mrs. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Zacci?
Yes.
Mrs. Ramasco?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Under Athletics and Public Relations, Mr. Zacci and Ms. Fitzko.
I move for the adoption of number 1 under Athletics and Public Relations.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any board discussion?
Is this to pay officials?
Yes.
All right, this is the what, and game workers?
Game workers.
No.
No.
Game worker goes through our payroll. Correct. So this is just to schedule and pay officials, so it gets rid of our cumbersome system that we have right now, correct?
Correct.
Correct. Any other board discussion? Okay, can I have a roll call, please?
Mr. Carpenter?
Yes.
Mr. Cephas?
Yes.
Mrs. Fisher?
Yes.
Ms. Fitzko?
Yes.
Mr. Keeber?
Yes.
Mrs. Kehoe?
Yes.
Mrs. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Zacci?
Yes.
Mrs. Ramasco?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Under Steering and Roles and Legislative, Mrs. Kehoe and Mrs. Fisher.
Thank you, Madam President. I would like to move for the adoption of item number 1 under Steering and Rules and Legislative.
Thank you. Do we have a second?
Second.
Any board discussion? Can I have a roll call, please?
Mr. Carpenter?
Yes.
Mr. Cephas?
Yes.
Mrs. Fisher?
Yes.
Ms. Fitzko?
Yes.
Mr. Keeber?
Yes.
Mrs. Kehoe?
Yes.
Mrs. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Zacci?
Yes.
Mrs. Ramasco?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Under Personnel and Salary Schedule and Labor Relations, Mr. Cephas and Mrs. Smith, and also if you could read number 4 and 9, please.
Read number 4 and 9.
Yes, those are the 2 additions from last week.
I'll begin with that. Number 4 is an employment agreement. It is recommended to approve the employment agreement with Beth Ann Eith for the Business Manager and Director of Operations and Transportation effective November 1st, 2022, as presented, and thereby supersede and terminate the employment agreement and associated stipend dated August 20th, 2021. The position shall be paid starting at an annual salary of $75,000. Any discussion on number 4? And number 9 is a food service worker. It is recommended to approve Rana Ferguson as food service worker as per the terms of the collective bargaining unit pending receipt of current clearances, satisfactory drug screening, TB testing, and response by current and former employer at Act 168 screening. Any discussion on that? With that being said, I will make a motion to approve items 1 through 10 as amended.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any board discussion on any of those items? Okay, can I have a roll call, please?
Mr. Carpenter?
Yes.
Mr. Cephas?
Yes.
Mrs. Fisher?
Yes.
Ms. Fitzko?
Yes.
Mr. Kieber?
Yes, except number 2, I abstain. My wife is listed.
Mrs. Kehoe?
Yes.
Mrs. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Zachi?
Yes.
Mrs. Ramasco?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Under President's Address this evening, I just want to congratulate everybody on their wonderful, successful things that you got an award for today for athletics and education. I wish all the students the best of luck finishing out the first 9 weeks and finishing out the fall sports, and we're looking forward to a fun winter sports season. That's all I have. Solicitor Turnbull? I always go in the wrong direction.
That's all right. No report. Thank you.
Dr. Pascarella?
I concur with you, Madam President. I'd like to thank all the students and congratulate all the student athletes and academic honors that we heard tonight. I'm very proud of them. It was a great start to the first 9 weeks, and we'll continue to keep that up. I'd also like to thank our principals one more time and the entire administrative team for all of their work and recognition for the job that they do each and every day for our students and staff. Thank you.
Thank you. It is now time for old and new business. Any district resident who desires to comment on any business relevant to the Ambridge Area School District should now come forward. Each person must state their first and last name and address prior to speaking. Each person will be allowed 3 minutes and can speak only once. Is there anybody who wishes to address the board this evening? Okay. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
We're going to executive
To executive session. Thank you for the reminder.
We will not come back for any other voting.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
And again, that's for personnel and matters subject to attorney-client privilege.
And I can adjourn. Meeting adjourned. Thank you all for coming tonight.